Okay, this is the Tony Abbott character who's currently running Australia and is going to need to pack his bags and beat feet because I'm going to out you. You knew this person before they went under the knife and did some serious body building and whatnot as Tony Blair and his wife, i.e. man. Look at that man, the one in the red. All right, that's a man with him. He is, well, I don't know. Let's just take a look at what I'm about to show you. That guy's doing the live long and prosper, the fake sun you see next to him. Totally made up. Notice here next to BB Netanyahu, look at the height of him. All right, just keep that in mind. Now I'm going to show you the height of Tony Blair, character. These are both characters next to him so that you can understand that the height is the same. With lifts and shoes and slight camera angles, you can see that there's really nothing to make up. It's all just right there. Tony Blair went through a transformation after he left office. So what I'm going to do now is show you some video clips of them just speaking. Aside from the accent, listen to the mannerisms and also watch.
Madam Speaker, was that the first remote community that I would visit and stay in as Prime Minister would be a community in East Arnhem Land. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I will spend a week in East Arnhem Land.
There are 400,000 fewer people on waiting lists than in 1997. Waiting times for cataracts and heart operations are down. People now get their cancer treatment on time.
In East Arnhem Land later in this year. I will spend a week in East Arnhem Land later in the year. It will be the first remote Indigenous community
ago, and
that
this is
I
what it
visit
said.
in this way.
There are real improvements to applaud and celebrate. Patients are seeing real improvements to healthcare services in England and Wales. They're waiting less time for treatments. There are now more doctors, more nurses and more healthcare professionals. Now, the fact of the matter is, yes, of course, there are changes in the National Health Service taking place, rightly, because there are more cases being done on a day.
Because, amongst many other things, Galarrwuy Yunupingu has been one of the fathers of Indigenous advancement in this country, and I was particularly honoured that he was so
But he says they're protesting about our policy, not his. It's hardly surprising, I may say, when we look at what his policy is.
Tony Blair's looking to the Speaker, worried that he might intervene to stop this.
Just about to indicate why we wouldn't follow it.
Should be the first Indigenous community that I volunteer in as Prime Minister. As for the refinery at Gove, well, Madam Speaker, like the Leader of the Opposition, I deeply regret the decision that Rio Tinto have made the first Indigenous community that I volunteer in as Prime Minister. As for
Okay,
the refinery
Tony,
at
go,
Gove,
man. Just
well,
go to the first Indigenous place.
Madam Speaker,
go to the first Indigenous town. Just go,
like the Leader
man.
of the Opposition,
Yes, please, Tony,
I deeply
just
regret
go.
the decision that Rio
Please,
Tinto
go.
have made.
I'll be stopping you, go. Okay, before this gets too far, I'd like to take a couple more points. First, I'm going to bring these guys in. You can see that they've had some work done, plastic surgery. The height is not an issue. Don't even get started with me on that. I will prove to you through pictures that they are the same guy, the same height, the same body. What else did I want to quickly cover? I will want to say that I think the Tony Blair Abbott character, because I don't know his real name, obviously it was on a testosterone regime, which is interesting. So transvestigation would say that he was a feminized male who, through testosterone, here, let the woman come into view for you as being the wife character. She's blending in perfectly. he will have just like a massive amount of hair. And I'm sorry not to show you a speedo shot later on. A massive amount of hair change, but you'll see that the body is in fact the same. I won't take any more of your time. Enjoy that these are in fact the same person. So if you know Tony Abbott, let him know that the gig's up. All right? He should ask for at least better teeth. He gave him away.